Hello everybody, what is going on? It's Jimmie here back with another video. Today we have kind of a sadder video for Nintendo. Unfortunately, Pikmin 3 Deluxe opening week sales were lower on Switch than Wii U. Now keep in mind the Wii U had like 13 million consoles sold the entire generation, so less than that. And out of that group, they managed to sell more opening week than they did on a Switch with over 50 million units sold. So here's my take on this. I think that Nintendo really had high hopes for this game. They thought this was going to be the time for Pikmin to shine, to solidify Pikmin 4 as the right decision, not as the wrong decision, to really make them realize that, working on developing a new Pikmin game is going to work out in the long run because, a lot of people are going to buy it on this console and it's going to be great, and that's what I think they thought. And unfortunately, now it is down 18.5% compared to the Wii U original release. Now, you have to keep one thing in mind, okay? Obviously, a lot of people are going to be buying it digital compared to the Wii U days. There's going to be a lot more people that are going to be buying it digitally than physically. But still, all the other Wii U ports, for the most part, have sold more physically than they have on the Wii U because there's just such a bigger audience on the Switch versus the Wii U. They've all sold worse on the Wii U and better on the Switch. And I think that this ultimately comes down to Nintendo's laziness with ports. It shouldn't be $60. They could have got more people to buy it if it was $30 or $40. That's all this game realistically is worth, in my opinion. It is an older game. It is not new. It's almost a decade old. Why is this game still selling for $60? Yes, Nintendo, you added a couple features, but you could have added those features and still sold it to us for $29.99. And it still would have been a decent deal. That would have been a good deal. 3D All-Stars, 3 games, and the oldest one being from the 90s and the newest one being from the 2000s, sold for $60. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze sold on the Wii U for $50 and on the Switch for $60. It went up $10 because it came out on the Switch. Stuff like this needs to stop. And people are getting fed up with it. More people would give Pikmin 3 a chance if Nintendo was willing to actually budge on their $60 price. They think that because Nintendo made the game that they could just charge whatever they want for it. Feel free to disagree with me. I'm open to conversation, and I'm open to the idea of hearing your thoughts on this. But for me personally, I can't help but think that this isn't really a good deal. And I think that the 18.5% gap is substantial, almost a quarter difference there. And most people just did not pick it up because either A, they already played it, or B, they're not paying $60 for a game that's old. Like I said, when we get digital sales in, the gap's not going to be as severe. But still, keep in mind that most of the Wii U ports have sold better physically than they did on the Wii U during its physical week too. So this is pretty much all we know. This is the UK at least. We don't know anything about the rest of the world, so this could be different over there, but most of the time you get an idea of what's going on with the UK because they release the sales charts before other people do. We get an idea of what's going on with that, and because of that, now we kind of have an idea with the sales, and I think Nintendo was hoping to see more. Nintendo was hoping to see this game pop off and do crazy numbers, and unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it is. Hopefully with Pikmin 4, they can do a little more with the advertising. I did see a couple Pikmin 3 ads, but I'm not going to say I saw that many of them. Hopefully with Pikmin 4, they can sell better, but Pikmin 3 Deluxe, at that $60 price point, isn't going to sell very well. And I'm not surprised that it did not. And I think this is just further proof that Nintendo's port scam is actually wearing off on consumers, and people are realizing that they're buying old games, and that it needs to stop. I'm not hating on Nintendo. These are just my thoughts on it. I love Nintendo. And I will be reporting on more Nintendo Switch news, more PlayStation 5 news, PC news, AMD's new graphics cards, Xbox news, Switch news, anything you guys want to hear, I'll be reporting on it. Halo Infinite, just whatever you guys want to hear, whatever comes up that's big in gaming news. Anyways, thanks for watching so much. Like I said, this isn't to offend anyone, Pikmin 3 fans, Pikmin 3 Deluxe fans. I did pick up the game. My copy from GameStop still hasn't come yet. But this video is not to hate on you guys. I'm one of you guys. I did order the game. But under the same token, I feel like it's a bit of a scam. Thank you for watching. Jimmie out of here. Tell me down below if you agree or disagree with me or not. On this one, I want to hear what you guys think.